and welcome to Wake Up Winchester. Today is September 10th, and we want to thank you for joining our show. Later on in our show, we will be joined by Debbie Brown from the Senior Citizen Center to talk to us a little bit about some of the upcoming things that are going to be happening at the Senior Citizen Center, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, we have some big shot birthdays. We have golf legend Arnold Palmer, who is 84. Jose Feliciano is 68. TV talker and author Bill O'Reilly is 64. We also have Joe Perry of Aerosmith, who is 63. We have Colin Firth is 53. Director Guy Ritchie from the Sherlock Holmes films is 45. And then we had Ryan Phillip from Breach and the Lincoln Lawyer, who is 39.
A lot of birthdays out there, actually.
Yeah, I know. And if today is your birthday, then we are wishing you a happy birthday from the cast of Wake Up Winchester.
This past Sunday, Fox has announced that Bruno Mars will perform during the halftime show of Super Bowl 48. The 14 Grammy Award nominee and Grammy winner has sold over 115 million singles worldwide. Super Bowl 48 is Sunday, February 2nd in New Jersey.
Yeah, I heard about that. And recently, like this past Sunday, football season has started. And my dad, I didn't see him all Sunday, so that's probably why.
Yeah, most likely I watched a few of the games. I think the Titans won. So that's a good way to start off the season.
Yeah, we were joking about it though. Someone said something like, I'm really proud of the Titans for practicing safety first, because I know on like the first place they got a safety or something like that.
I think
kind of poking a little fun at them, but you know what, they won, so hopefully it'll be a good season.
Maybe not, you know.
And we always have our little wacky holidays for today. Again, don't know who creates them, but they're pretty funny and we like to share them with you guys. Today is Swap Ideas Day. It's World Suicide Prevention Day. It's a very serious one. It's also Lace Making Day, Sewing Machine Day, and it says also Hot Dog Day, which I wouldn't consider a day in September to be more Hot Dog Day, but you know what, I don't come up with these, don't know who does, but I think they're pretty funny and
yeah, they work.
Pretty cool.
They really do work. So some of the questions that, you know, they're coming out with a Star Wars Episode 7 eventually, and a lot of people asking, you know, well, are the original cast going to be in it? Is there going to be new people? How's it going to work? And some of the people, there's an answer out here for one of the questions. What could the title be? And a possible title is Star Wars Episode 7: A New Dawn.
New Dawn.
So,
I'm not much of a Star Wars fan, but I'm pretty sure that's probably big news for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think I've watched all of them. I remember watching the original ones. I love them. They're good. I'm not a fanatic, but I watch them and they're good.
Well, speaking of, I guess, movies, we have our top 10 movies for this week. We have Roddick at 18.6 million, The Butler at 8.9, and then we also have We're the Millers at 7.9, Planes at 4.2, and then we also have One Direction's movie This Is Us at 4.1 million. So yeah, those are some pretty good movies. I haven't seen a lot of those, but I'm guessing that I'm surprised One Direction's so far down on the list because of all the fangirls we have in America. But yeah, so for right now, let's take a look at this week's weather. And it looks like we're going to be mostly sunny. We have a slight chance of rain on Thursday, and then on Saturday and Sunday, our temperatures are kind of dropping, getting to the 80s a little bit. But other than that, it looks pretty sunny, and so hopefully it'll remain clear for the whole week.
Right, not that bad chance of rain, you know, possibly. Now, there's one thing on here that I see that you can never trust some of the paparazzi magazines and all that, because there's something on here with everything that's going on with Miley Cyrus. There's something on here that she was supposed to be on like a cover of something, and then it got canceled because the lady who was in charge of it thought it was distasteful and everything. But then another source said that that was just made up. So I mean, I'm not going to go into all of it because pretty much the basic outline is they made up the story.
Oh, yeah, see, that happens a lot with all the tabloid magazines and everything like that. But I know that, I wonder if it is that risky, because I know Miley Cyrus has gotten in a lot of trouble, like in the past, for risky kind of poses on covers of magazines. One when she was underage. I don't remember exactly what the magazine was, but it was, people kind of gotten a little fit over it, and I know she's been kind of in the limelight lately.
So I mean, it was none of the stuff that was said ever happened, really. So, well, I said there was something, she's supposed to be on the cover for something, so they probably took that and added it in, turned it up a bit.
Changed it around a little bit, yeah.
You know.
Well, I guess in more theater news, this Friday we have The Family, which is coming to theater, and it's rated R. It has Robert De Niro, Tommy Lee Jones, and then we also have Insidious Chapter 2, which is like the sequel to Insidious, obviously the first one, PG-13 with Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, and Barbara Hershey. That's a scary movie type deal. I really want to see that movie.
I did too. I saw the first one. It was all right.
I didn't think it was that good, but then I saw the previews for the second one. They do that thing where they show clips of people in the movie theater, and they're all like, so yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one.
The first one was, I didn't have much taste in it, but it was okay. I mean, it wasn't awful.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna check it out, and I'll let you guys know
yeah.
if I like it.
If it comes to the Oldham, I'm gonna watch it, and if not, then I'll just wait for Redbox.
Right. Well, we'll be right back to Wake Up Winchester right after this commercial break.
Young man, we received an anonymous tip about an underage drinking party last night at this address. When teens drink on your property, you're responsible. Parents who host lose the most.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
So make sure you tune in for Sports Cafe on Wednesday and Thursday nights at 7 o'clock.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
A healthy tomorrow begins with a solid foundation at home, and there are simple ways to start your kids on a path to success. Eat dinner together. Add veggies to each meal. Save treats for special occasions. And be sure to get up and play an hour each day. Help your kids make all of their dreams come true. Be our guest to healthy living today at letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to Wake Up Winchester. We are joined by Debbie Brown from the Senior Citizen Center. Thank you for being here with us.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Senior Citizen Center?
Well, first of all, you guys are very blessed to have such a robust programs with your senior center, the Senior Center. We are located on 24 Clover Drive, which is directly behind the hospital. For those that are directionally challenged, do like I do. I followed the little blue signs all the way in town, and I promise you they do work. But we have a whole variety of activities there, anything from aerobics to yoga, and all parts in between. You know, we've got exercise room, we've got fitness programs, a quilting group, which I bet most people didn't know existed. We have a ceramic room, pool room where I'm sure a few tall tales have probably been told over a pool table over there, just a hint. But we have all kinds of activities over there. And people a lot of people don't realize that you only have to be 50 to join over there. So it's not like you have to, a lot of people qualify who don't know that. As long as they're 50 and they've paid their annual membership dues, and you got to hear these dues, whopping $24. Yeah. Can you go out on a date, go to a movie, and buy popcorn and a soda for that price?
No, probably not.
Probably not. And like some of our activities we have there do have fees associated with them. A good majority of them are free. The ones that have fees associated with them are things like the fitness room. It's $2 a month, but you're also working on like Nautilus type equipment or that caliber of fitness equipment. It is like treadmills, and I know they've got bicycles back there, and they've got weights and stuff as well. And all $2 just goes to maintain the equipment. Can't join a gym for that price. Trust me, I've looked. Some of the other activities they have there have minor costs associated with, like the ceramic room, because we do fire our own ceramics there, and then they have some painting classes. But I promise you, everything we do there is very, very reasonable.
So I know that you were mentioning a little bit earlier about some fundraisers that are going to be going on. Can you tell us a little bit about that, some fundraisers that might be coming up in the near future?
Absolutely. We do have some fundraisers coming up. The reason we do fundraising is not everything's covered by the state of Tennessee. So if we want to have that weight room, that workout room, for instance, or the other activities we have to raise the money. We do so locally. Now, we have a pancake breakfast coming up on the 21st, let me get this right here, 21st of September. Mm-hmm. Tickets for adults are $5. It's pancake, sausage, and your drink. And I promise you, Frank will give you a refill if you're still hungry at the end of it. For those of you who don't know, Frank Bates, who used to have the grocery store here, he's a member of our senior citizens board. And he's going to be the one doing the cooking. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good time for all. And then we also have tickets for the kids and children that are 3 and under. We're just going to feed them.
So this is for anyone in any age?
Any age. It's the same day as the Polly Crockett Festival. Come out. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Fill up before you start.
And so what would be the prices for these breakfasts?
The tickets for the adults are $5. The children that are 4 through 12, they are $3, and 3 and under are free. We also have a great big yard sale going on also at the same time, and we're taking donations for the yard sale, and then we're also going to sell whatever we have out there as well.
And what is the date for the yard sale? The same day?
Same day. So you can have your breakfast, do a little shopping, get your retail therapy on, and then go down to Polly Crockett Festival and have a good time.
Sounds like a good day.
Yeah, we'll plan it all out for you there.
And so how much participation actually goes in from the people at the Senior Citizen Center to put all of these fundraisers together?
You know, I'm pretty new, so I can't give you a real solid answer on that one. Mm-hmm. But I know that it's a variety of people, because we do different activities each month. You know, every month there's something else different going on. Like we've got a Christmas craft sale going on in November, and I'm sure we're going to have a different group of folks that are helping out with that, mm-hmm. mainly because this is different interest.
Right.
So, you know, and we'll have more to follow on that, but you know, we got this pancake breakfast to get out of the way first.
But you guys are always coming up with new ideas and new events that are going on.
Oh, yes.
So is there a kind of a board of people that does that, or some type of group of people that get together and make up those ideas?
We have a board of directors, and we have an executive committee that goes over everything, and then there's several other committees. And I'm on the publicity and fundraising committee, and we're the ones that kind of come up with some of the ideas and making sure that everything's in place to make it happen, because a fundraiser just doesn't happen overnight. Mm-hmm. You know, you've got to have all your logistics in place to make this happen and make it look effortless.
Right. Which you guys probably have a really good chance of making that happen.
We got a little experience in that department. Yeah. We certainly do.
And you mentioned earlier about donations. If someone wants to make a donation, how do they go about doing that?
If they want to donate something for the yard sale, just come on by. Like I said, we're right behind the hospital. So we're putting the items that are being donated in the conference room. If you want to come out and check out our activities, if you're 50 and older and you want to check us out, come on out and visit us. We also have a website, and let me get this website right because it's great big and long. It's www.franklincountyseniorcitizens.com. Now, there's a lot, that'll have your menus, it'll have everything, because a lot of people want to check out the menu for the lunches or Meals on Wheels.
Right.
And that's something that's very important to some of the folks. But like I said, we've got everything, all kinds of stuff. Some of the things people don't know we have is the garden. Now, if you listen to the radio, you hear the garden report Monday through Friday, because they tell you what they just picked. It's a fundraiser. Anyone can come out and go buy whatever they want from the garden. It's available. We have a quilting group, probably the absolute best kept secret in this county. Hand quilting. Yeah. Think about this, hand quilting. You know, the only time you ever see this is like at the historical sites where the ladies are running around in long dresses. We don't do that, but we've got a group that does quilting, and their prices are incredibly reasonable, and they're hand quilted items, so it's very, very well kept secret. But people need to come out and check it out. It's a great deal.
Yeah, because you guys have a lot of stuff going on. And I heard recently that you guys have a new director at the Senior Citizen Center.
We sure do. We have Angela Dupree. She comes to us from the Lincoln County Senior Citizen Center in Fayetteville. She was their assistant director for the last 5 years. She is married. She lives kind of on the line. She lives over Elora way. And I believe she still has one at home. But we're very excited to have her there. We've people coming out to see her and stuff. She's going to officially be introduced at our meeting in September to all of the membership. But if you come out now, she's there.
So you're talking about meetings. If someone wants to come and be a member, again, you just said this $24 for their dues and stuff like that, but it's fairly easy for people to come out and join the Senior Citizen Center.
It is. We are open from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3:45, Monday through Friday. They can come out, they fill out an application. You got to show them an ID, make sure you are of age, which it's no big deal. And then also you pay your money, and that's pretty much it. And then you can participate in the activities that you find interesting. And I think the biggest challenge is trying to figure out which one to do first. Was my challenge.
Right. And I know it's probably a great way to make friends in the process.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
On this sheet, I'm seeing something about a Friday night dances. I hadn't actually heard about those. What all goes on with that?
This month we have the Diamond. Let me get you have to forgive me here because I don't know all the names of the bands. Friday night from 6:30 to 9:30. I think it's the Diamond Ridge band that we have. It's $4 to go to the dance, and it's for the seniors. We always joke and say you can't go to the movie for $4. And it's social interaction, and you get some exercise with it because they play the music that we like. No, I don't think there's any rap in there.
What? Really?
Yeah. But every month, every Friday evening, they do this, unless it's like something special going on and stuff. Previous fundraiser we had was a talent show.
Oh, wow.
And I understand the talent show was a great success.
Yeah, I went and I saw that, and that was really well. That went really well, I think.
Oh, good. Unfortunately, I was out of town that day that it was going on, but
it was planned out and performed really well, I thought. So.
Oh, wonderful. I heard we had a very nice quartet that came and sang.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
You guys have a lot of classes and a lot of activities always going on. Like you said, it's a little bit hectic to decide what you want to do, not what you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. And in our afternoons, we're trying to expand our programs. Mm-hmm. And this is something even the director wants to do, is see more stuff in the afternoon, because up until lunchtime, there's all kinds of stuff, but it gets a little thinner in the afternoon if you want to play cards or something. Of course, we've got cards going on. In some of our afternoons, we have some painting classes going on. Now, there's a fee for the painting classes, but you think 3 hours of painting instruction plus some materials, most of them bring their own materials, $20, $25 is nothing. Mm-hmm. Trust me, we spend that much just on buying the brushes alone if you have good brushes. Mm-hmm. So.
Right. And you were mentioning earlier, for those who don't know, you have Meals on Wheels. Can you explain that a little bit?
The Meals on Wheels is a program that is ran through the center. It's not so much, I'm not sure so much of it is, you have questions that can contact them. Mm-hmm. They also have the vans that do the transportation, right. And you can contact them for the particulars on those and stuff. But those are the two most common things people associate with the senior centers. All they see is the vans that are going out, running people everywhere, or like I said, the Meals on Wheels, and there's just much, much more.
Mm-hmm. But you are able to eat lunch at the senior center, correct?
There's some rules that govern that. They
right.
have to be of a certain age, and it's based on a financial need.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's very cool. I think that you guys have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm very interested in all of your fundraisers that are going on in the future, and I hope that you will definitely come back and share more of the details with us whenever you have new things starting. And so I really want to thank you for being here to tell us and the public about all of these great events that will be going on.
And thank you for having us, and we'd be delighted to come back.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll be right back to Wake Up Winchester right after this.
action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back, everybody. And again, we want to thank Debbie Brown for being on our show to tell us a little bit more about the Senior Citizen Center. Hopefully that clears up any confusion for those who didn't know all of the stuff that goes on at the Senior Citizen Center. She mentioned painting classes, there's clogging, different types of painting classes, different, dances that go on, all these different fundraisers. Again, she was talking about the Pancake Breakfast that's going to be going on, and the yard sale, and those are both on the same date. So definitely check those out and keep up with the Senior Citizen Center and all the fundraisers that they're having, because again, they do put out a lot of fundraisers, and it goes towards a good cause.
That is true. And right here, I have a list of some things that you always thought were true. Like the myth and fact type thing. The first one on here, this one on here is cracking your knuckles gives you arthritis. The myth: people who crack their knuckles are slowly twisting their hands into hideous whistling claws, which is not true. The truth: multiple studies have found no link whatsoever between the annoying habit and arthritis. The cracking sound isn't bones being mangled out of shape, but the release of pockets of gas between the joints.
Oh, see, I heard that too. I also heard that if you popped your fingers a lot, you would get fat knuckles. Like your knuckles would get bigger.
I don't
that's
think
not
that's
true, people.
I did hear that the hand that you write with, like the fingers are a little bit bigger on that.
Oh, really?
Because people that were getting size for class rings, they tried them off on both hands, and their fingers were a little bit different sizes on the hand that they write with. So that was kind of interesting. Another myth is toilet doors are dangerous. The myth: touch a door handle on the way out of a public toilet, and you might as well have eaten a germ sandwich. The truth: door handles have the least bacteria of any surface in the room, according to tests carried out at the University of Arizona. Even though a fairly disgusting 32% of people don't wash their hands after relieving themselves, I guess it's still not the most disgusting as we think.
Which is funny, because I know a lot of people go through the trouble to take the paper towel and open the door and then throw away the paper towel.
That's what my mom has always told me to do. Take a paper towel and open the door. Another one on here is chewing gum stays in your body. The myth, if you chew gum, it'll stay in your body for a while, and there's a whole lot of big words in the truth. So pretty much they're saying that's not true.
Oh, well, you know what? That's kind of bad on my part, because I had a friend actually who would always swallow her gum. She, no matter what, she would always swallow it. And I told her, that's horrible. You should not do that. So now I guess I can't really complain at her for doing that. I'm sure it's probably not that great for your health, though.
Probably not. And then there's one other here that I heard a lot of times is the 5-second rule. The myth: drop a biscuit or a piece of toast on the floor, and bacteria will respectively observe a 5-second waiting period before it gets down to business. The truth: That's just not true.
So there is no 5-second rule.
No, we just like to think that there is.
But we do have a wild side story.
That's right.
Eva Nunziano visits the Scouts, and she gets to watch them, it's a cleanup river, yeah.
A beautiful view overlooking the Stones River is suddenly interrupted by a rude, ugly sight. Either muddy old tires spotted in the brush, aluminum siding along the banks,
It's all nasty.
or glass in clear view along the greenways. At times, it looks as if there's literally tons of rubbish instead of schools of fish swimming downstream. And it's catching the attention of these Murfreesboro, Tennessee Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Oh, this is a lot of work. You gotta...
Hard work well worth it as these scouts clean up the banks. Their mission is to save this waterway from the acts of irresponsibility and disrespect of others.
So everybody can walk through this park without seeing a bunch of pieces of trash. It helps keep the world clean and the greenway and for everybody else to enjoy the nature and outside.
These boys are learning from their troop leaders the importance of pitching in and helping their neighbors. Now, as they scout the river in search of litter, they're getting a first-hand lesson in making both the water cleaner and their community better.
I don't like to see trash everywhere, just all around. I think it makes the environment look nasty and less people want to hike. It's just not good.
The Scout leaders hope to teach these youngsters a lifelong lesson, helping them understand the value of protecting and preserving this charming stream in years to come.
It's really fun. Yeah. Because we get to help people and everyone that likes to go to this park to ride bikes and jog. And we really don't want them to not enjoy it and have it be dirty.
Those who enjoy this recreational area well appreciate the sentiment. Many of them applaud the Scouts' efforts.
I just had to thank them. It was wonderful, and I really appreciate it. And it's nice to see somebody out here taking an interest in keeping the greenway nice and clean.
It looks like a worm top or something.
Murfreesboro's Parks and Recreation Department organizes the Stones Throwaway event. This welcome tradition keeps this waterway clear so that all can enjoy what this pleasant stream has to offer.
When you're walking along beside the trail, you don't want to see all of the trash. It's important to the aquatic life as well. That's their home, and they don't need our plastic and our tires and all of our junk in their home.
It's quite shocking, the stuff that you'll find alongside this riverbank. Today we pulled out some siding, Christmas lights, even this alternator. I would like to say everything but the kitchen sink. However,
we actually found a kitchen sink at one point.
We found a stove, we found a bunch of beer bottles and everything. And last year when we did this in the canoe, we found a picnic table, a DVD player, a stereo, an old camera, some pants.
It only takes a few minutes while walking along for the reality to set in. There's a lot of filthy things to be found. All of this junk comes from one common source: people. By displaying all of this waste, event coordinators hope to enlighten people of all ages to be more conscientious while hanging out outdoors.
And you found a helmet.
We found a helmet.
Yeah,
Gets them out of the house and away from those video games. They should be out here enjoying nature. This is where they belong, outside, taking care of their world, taking care of their Mother Earth, and appreciating nature.
Where's the web connected to over here?
Okay, good job, guys. Super.
As a result of these guys abiding by their Scouts' honor,
way to go!
Many of them will earn badges. But they'll tell you, helping save the streams for the future is far more rewarding than any praise you can give them.
Everyone should help the environment, and our children and their children needs to have a clean community where they can live and play and have all sorts of fun.
I'm Eve Annunziato on Tennessee's Wild Side.
Well, we'd like to thank Eva Nunziano for that report. That's really nice that those scouts went down there and cleaned up the lake. That's a river, sorry. River. Body of water. They cleaned it up. Good job for them.
It's a good thing because they're nice, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so we have a couple of movies that are coming out later on in the year. We have movies that are coming out in October and November. Here's a little bit of a preview kind of for those. We have The Counselor, which is a lawyer finds himself in over his head when he gets involved with drug trafficking, and that's going to have Brad Pitt in it and Cameron Diaz, so some pretty big stars.
That'd be good.
We also have Diana, which is coming out November the 1st, which is during the last 2 years of her life, Princess Diana embarks on a final rite of passage. So that is, again, kind of like a movie over Princess Diana, which I haven't even heard of that one before.
Either. I hadn't heard of
and
any of
that is
so
going to be
far.
starring Naomi Watts. We also have Thor, a new Thor movie coming out in November, and The Hunger Games, and a movie called Old Boy. So look forward for those. If you have any comments, questions, or like to be a guest on our show, you can email us at wakeupwinchester@fchs.net. We'd like everyone for watching our show. I'm Casey Dennis.
I'm Blake Shaw.
Thank you for watching.